Warning: the following podcast contains explicit content and is intended for adult audiences only. Listener discretion is advised. This podcast may include discussions of a sexual nature that may not be suitable for listeners under the age of 18. By continuing to listen, you confirm that you are 18 years of age or older. Please be aware that the topics and opinions expressed in this podcast are of informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as professional advice. Thank you, and welcome to Throat Pister Studios. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tales from the Receiving End, a podcast about oral sex from a straight male's perspective. My name is Zoe, your straight male, and today we're going to talk about a few different things. First of which is going to be talking about a past encounter where I received a blowjob while she was on shrooms. Pretty awesome experience that we'll dive into. In Kinky Corner, today we'll talk about tight throats as our technique for the episode. Another thing I've been thinking about a lot, one of my partners has been able to make me come from a blowjob so fast, and I just really could never understand why that was. And in our most recent session, I focused on what was happening just to see if I can figure it out, and I think I have kind of the solution, or at least the cause of it, and we'll dive into that, and then we'll also have a discussion about blowjobs as a whole, whether or not or have a discussion on it as foreplay versus, the whole event, standalone versus foreplay, we'll call it. And that's kind of what we'll be talking about in today's episode. So we're just going to dive right in, okay? And we're going to start with that encounter, which I am just going to title Shroom Head, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, let's dive right in. So, typically when this person and I get together, it's due to our scheduling and our lives. We tend to meet on Saturdays when available, and this was a Saturday after work that I was able to spend the night with her. Her kid was away at a friend's house, so we got to hang out. We watched some movies, one of which was pretty terrible, but was cool. We just lounged around, watched some movies while she drank her shroom tea, and we just chilled until it took effect. And as the effects of the shroom started to kind of gradually take a hold, she started to do one of our, I don't know if you want to call it rituals, but something that we do pretty frequently every time we hang out together, and that's what I like to call personally the coconut treatment, where, we're watching a movie, watching a TV show, talking, whatever the case, just chilling. But she's massaging my dick with coconut oil. It is fantastic. I mean, we'll literally just lounge around, watch whatever, and she's just massaging me with coconut oil. It's fantastic. So, we're watching a movie. She's continuously massaging me with the coconut oil. I'm obviously thoroughly enjoying myself, and as things take effect, she starts laughing more and more. Things get funnier to her on the screen. And again, this is a horrible movie, a horrible, post-apocalyptic, just absolute trash B movie, just something to watch that, would be good for the shrooms, I guess. That was the thought anyways, behind the selection. So yeah, having a good time, talking, laughing. But then after a while, she starts getting hot and cold, playing with the temperatures, opening windows. Now, mind you, we live in the East Coast. It's like 20 degrees outside. So, mind you, I'm sober as can be. Just got out of work a couple of hours beforehand. I'm freezing my ass off. But, hey, I'm not complaining. I'm here for the journey, here for the ride. And, she's what you would call in the king space a bit of a brat, so she was kind of going in and out of that as well, in terms of behavior, which was exciting. Just due to time constrictions, I don't get to see that side of her so often, and it was really cool and fun to experience. So, she's bouncing back and forth, naked, not naked, clothes on, clothes off. She's a what I would call a very stacked individual, so I'm thoroughly enjoying what I'm seeing. Things bouncing around, shaking around, jiggling is very nice. She's going back and forth to my dick, massaging, putting it in her mouth, and going back to the movie. She gets hot, hops in the shower, cools off, comes back, plays with my dick a little more. This goes on for maybe an hour and a half. Then she finally calms down to the point where now all she's focused on is giving me head. And for the next, I want to say 2 hours, or maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, she's sucking my cock. I mean, absolutely going to town. You can tell she's just doing it with reckless abandon. I mean, gagging, choking, spitting, just unrelenting, just an assault on my dick. And it was absolutely fantastic. And the entire time, she's laughing hysterically like a crazy person. I couldn't have been more turned on. I mean, I genuinely don't know if my dick's been harder, but I mean, she was really going to war with it, and I was holding strong. Super proud of myself. Didn't come the whole time, and this is the same girl that can really make me come in a minute, but I fucking, for whatever reason, was able to withstand. And actually, she wasn't doing the technique that we'll speak about later on in the episode, but I mean, she was really going to work, up and down, faster, slower, holding it for as long as she could, with as much in as she could, deep throating, very sloppy, very aggressive. It was just the focus, the determination, and then like the reaction she was seeing from me, I guess, was being impacted by the shrooms, which was, I guess, making it all the more exciting for her. The whole experience was intoxicating. Like, I loved every freaking second of it. And then when she needed a break, we'd go back, we'd watch maybe another 15-20 minutes of a movie that's on, or a show. Ancient Aliens, I think, was on at one particular point in time. And she's taking a break, and she's just massaging my dick again. And, she wanted me to come inside her. So I took this as an opportunity to kind of clear the pipe and then allow me to almost have a restart on me from the blowjob perspective. So I bent her over and fucked her until I gave her exactly what she was looking for. And it was And you know, again, she's on shrooms, so you know, she's laughing and telling me to go harder and deeper. Just fantastic. Like, I couldn't tell you how much I love it. And you know, it was fantastic. And I'm probably doing a terrible job of conveying the experience overall as a whole, and I'll work on that, and that'll get better over time. But the experience as a whole was just fantastic. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better first time experience, especially while being sober myself. One of the things I was kind of concerned about going into it is, would it freak me out if I didn't take any? Because I've taken shrooms once in my life. It's not something that I seek to do. I'm a weed guy, and that's it. I don't do anything else than that. I rarely drink, for that matter. But next time, I'm definitely going to take like a super small dose, just so I can kind of get that heightened feeling to match the visuals that I was able to. I mean, the whole experience itself sober was just absolutely enlightening. As I said already, intoxicating. It was just, you know, for someone who loves it as much as I do, for someone who's about the emotion, the visuals, the noises, the sounds, the whole essence of it, if you will, being able to see that, to visualize that, was probably one of the greatest turn-ons, or one of the greatest experiences of my sexual life thus far. Like, it was fantastic. Like, for what my fetish is, for my love of blowjobs, this was one of the great experiences of my life, and I'll genuinely never forget it. It was fantastic, and I hope it was the first of many experiences of the sort, you know. And you know, we just laid in bed. She continued to give me the coconut treatment. She was ready to suck some more, did it some more for maybe like another 20-30 minutes. We'd then watch some more TV, more massaging, and then fucked her one more time before she turned over to go to sleep. And essentially, like, kicked me away from her because she was hot, and I just froze my ass to sleep, and it was fantastic. Woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and headed home so I could sleep and be warm. But God, it was fantastic. Absolutely incredible. So incredible. But yeah, that was the shroom head experience. In a little more detail. I may have touched on this a little bit in the past, but that was a little more detail in regards to that. So, you know, now we're going to head off into Kinky Corner. Okay, again, we're going to head off into Kinky Corner, and here we are going to talk about tight throats as a technique. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, the same girl that gave me the shroom head has the ability, and has been the only one with said ability and capability to make me come very fast from head. One of our last sessions together, I focused on the why of that, and what I noticed was that during her like deep throating phase, she would create this suction and this grip on the side of my shaft that closely resembles pussy, but with like a stronger grip, if that makes sense. So it's like a constricting, soft grip that's on the shaft while she's going up and down, deep throating. Her noises are impeccable. You know, the gawks, if you will, the moisture that you can hear incorporated in the motion, the sounds, the feel, all of it just made me just, I mean, like, I'm prideful in the fact that, you know, if you want to make me come from head, you got to work for it, but I enjoy every second of it. You're not working for it because I'm not enjoying it. You know, I'm enjoying it. You know, I want you to take as long as you need to make me come. And it's like, you know, because a lot of girls, you know, because most guys want them to stop after they come, at least for a little while. I want you to keep going. Most girls stop after a couple minutes. Like, my leg will shake or whatever, but I want you to keep going. Eat my shit. It'll get right back up. And you know, and I've noticed, like, she'll try to do it, but it may take a little longer than usual to spring back up, and it's like a fuller ejaculation. Like, I don't know, it's like she really like takes it out of you, you know. Like, it's an incredible feeling. Other women have had kind of a similar like grip strength of their throats, if you will, but nothing quite like this. And I think it's the mixture of the moisture and the fact that she makes noises while deep throating. I think the reverberation of the sound, the vibration along the shaft while being squeezed so tight is what's creating that sensation for me. But it's fucking fantastic. So if you have a partner that, you know, regularly sucks your dick and you like to try different things, or you're a lady that likes to try different things with her man, like, try different like throat gripping techniques. I mean, take your time, like, work the shit out, you know, have fun with it. But I think it's a technique that ladies can maybe build upon that will you know, maybe shock their man a little bit, especially if they're having difficulty getting them come in maybe a timely fashion. If they would prefer it were in a timely fashion, maybe they can add this to the repertoire that would maybe give them a little cheat code, you know, as this has certainly turned out to be for me, certainly a cheat code. So yeah, tight throats, working on those throat exercises, working on those throat related techniques, and actually this has come to my mind now in the midst of this topic. I think what we'll do, I think maybe with Crafty, we'll do a video on some different throat related techniques. I think I'll work on that as a potential video for our next recording session, which will take place sometime this week. Yeah, so I think we'll do that for sure. I'll work on setting that up, and that way that'll be a nice way to kind of, from Crafty's standpoint, from our new creative direction that I spoke about in our last episode. So tune in for that. That will be coming down the pipeline. Yeah, so we'll have some sort of technique expose or technique tutorial on related to throat tightening, throat gripping, things of that sort. So that'll be fun. Look out for that. If you guys have tips, techniques that you want to share with the audience, please submit to us. Just visit throattesterstudios.com/submissions. Again, throattesterstudios.com/submissions. You'll see a picture for podcast listeners. Just click on that. Submit your tips, tricks, techniques, thoughts, opinions, whatever you'd like. Shoot it to us there. But yeah, I think, you know, it's almost like, you know, because another great technique is when a woman can deep throat with her tongue out, and you have that extra, just like, you're creating that grip strength with the tongue, because you're creating that tighter seal. It's soft and yet it's a vacuum grip. You've got the extra saliva that comes in. It's a whole scenario. But, So again, we'll dive into that a lot deeper, but we'll definitely come back to tight throats in the future. With that said, we're going to move on to our debate topic of the episode, I guess. I'm firmly in the stance of one versus the other. That topic today is going to be, are blowjobs better suited as just foreplay pieces, or are they suitable for the main event? And when I say blowjobs, I'm going to include eating pussy as a part of that, so oral sex in general. But for the nature of my podcast, my fetish, what my platform is about, I'm just going to be talking about blowjobs. But of course, women, we love you. If it's a main event for us, it's a main event for you as well. Please don't make that. I don't want you to misjudge me on that, right? I am selective on who I do it to. I do it in a, we'll discuss that in a future episode. But yeah, foreplay for oral sex, is it better, or does it make more sense as a main event or foreplay? Obviously, the correct answer here is both. You can do blowjob as foreplay to get things going, get your man started, get your lady ready to go. But in terms of the blowjob specifically, me, myself, and I want it to be the main event. I give you dick, so you see I'm worthy for you to suck on my dick. Okay, that's how I operate. That's my movement. That I pussy's fantastic. I love it. I love to fuck. Like, it's great. I'll take head 10 times over 10 every single time, with no hesitation, with no thought, with no discussion, with no, like, if you give me the option, I'm taking head 10 out of 10 times. You can call me lazy, you can call me whatever you want, but it's just what I like, and it's what I would choose for myself if I had a choice. If I had to make a choice every night, that would be my choice. And here's the reason. Sex, I think, is a great thing. It's fun. I enjoy it. Vaginal penetration is absolutely fantastic. It is, in fact, my jam. I love it. But to me, it's not as personal as a blowjob. I'm not giving up any control. There's not a dance being played. I'm in control when I'm fucking. I'm the dominant. I'm fucking you into submission, into a puddle. I don't know. I guess you could say there's not enough power exchange in it. I like the fact that I'm vulnerable during a blowjob. I enjoy the fact that I'm trusting you with my dick in your mouth. I'm reveling in the fact that you're taking your time, that you're thinking about the movements that you're making. The effort that you've placed is determined, is planned, is routed, is calculated. And with the blowjob being longer, or the main event, if you will, that means you're putting more of that effort, more of that focus, more of that drive, more of that determination into it. You're not just getting me going so I can put some work in on you. I'll put the work in on you until you're satisfied, until you're done, until it's over with, until you can't take anymore. But if you still have the energy, I would like you to suck my dick, please, until you no longer have the energy to do so. That's how I would like it. You know, I would like to, my girl comes home from work, run her a bath, set her up with whatever she wants, and then eat her pussy until she falls asleep, takes a nap. She wakes up, dinner's ready, right? Right? She got a long day. She don't really want to take actually, she knows I got a long day coming up tomorrow. She wants to give me some head, so I can start the morning, get a nice night's sleep, or vice versa, eat her till she sleep, dick her down till she sleep, whatever she needs, that's how I view it. That's how I see it. That's how I want it. I think it's all, of course, partner specific. It's what your individual partner's needs and wants are. First and foremost, you have to make your partners happy. And that's what I try to do in hopes that they'll in turn want to make me happy. I think having it as a main event shows the dedication you have to your partner, how much you love your partner sexually, how much you're willing to devote to your partner sexually. Vaginal or penetrative sex is expected as a part of the species, and procreating and doing all that. That's to be expected. But to put that extra effort in to really give your partner that sort of bespoke treatment, that sort of devout pleasure, that devout focus, that's what oral sex is about to me. It's that commitment to your partner to please them in the way that only they like, because the way you suck one dick isn't the way you suck another. The way you eat one pussy isn't the way you eat another. How one woman ticks is not how the next one does. How one man ticks is not how the next man does. Some men love their balls played with. I do not want my balls played with. Some guys like their balls sucked on, fucking all sorts of shit. No, my shits are sensitive. I'll fucking throw up. No, thank you. Right? Everybody's different. And with something like that, it takes more time to map that out than it does fucking. Okay, am I going too deep? Okay, she can't take all the dick. Let me take back a couple inches when I'm going in. Okay, he can't last if he hits her from the back, so we'll do that last. Or, whatever the case, however these are all very simple examples, of course, but you get the point. It's, for me, it's all about the experiences, the emotions, the connection, the effort. That's what it's all about for me. And foreplay to me is more of a means to an end than it is a celebration of each other's bodies, of each other's wants and desires. Whereas the main event is a celebration of those things. And that's why, as a blowjob enthusiast, fetishist, someone who loves to receive them more than anything else sexually, for certain, values it as the main event more than foreplay. I certainly appreciate it. Certainly wouldn't turn it down, would never turn it down. But I almost see that as more of a expectation versus there I don't know if there's anything really special about getting a blowjob before you fuck someone. But your girl coming in, seeing you stressed or aggravated or tired or whatever the case may be, but will want to settle your nerves, calm you down, put you to bed. Will suck on your dick while you watch your favorite show, watch a game, watch a movie, play with your dick, suck your dick. You don't think that means more to that man than just a little preemptive, a little pregame before he puts you to bed? Like, we love too, so that's just my thoughts on it. Foreplay, of course, is great and is a needed part of sex, and I'll never downplay it, so I don't have anything negative to say about foreplay, but having oral sex as a main event is just more meaningful overall, and as a result, I don't think you can really compete in terms of what it can do for a relationship, a journey, a partnership, all of it. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion today. It's been another episode of Tales from the Receiving End, a podcast about oral sex from a straight male's perspective. Again, my name is Zoe, your straight male. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you'll enjoy, and don't forget to check out throattesterstudios.com and /submissions to hit that submission link and submit your podcast questions, anything you got for us. Thank you guys. Catch you next time.